Hello everybody, Dren608 here. This is Dren608 Plays. I'm playing Kenshi. I got us up to day 230. We have 570,000 cats. This is going to be a relatively short video. Kind of wanted to show you what's going on in the hub, where I'm at. I'm kind of to the point now where I'm feeling like I've accomplished what I've set out to do. I do have a bar set up here, although I can't figure out how to like put a sign out in front of it. I don't know if that's a mod or if there's just something I'm missing, because it doesn't seem like in the build menu that there's anything about putting up signs. You know, you can build these houses, but they don't let you rename the house. So I'm not sure how to do that. I'm going to probably look and see if there's something I'm missing in a wiki or something someplace, because but I do have like some food and bits and pieces just to see if anything sells. I haven't had anybody show up here. There's 4 tables with roughly 5 stools around each one. I think I put a bench over here. I put a bench and a sitting thing here. So that's basically what's going on here. We have our wheat farms going. I did get the mod for internal wells, so I have a well by each of my farms here. Do I not have anybody inside there? Well, let's move Scratch in here so I can show you my production stuff. So in here we have an armor smithy that Meow works at from time to time, leather tanning bench, leather armor. This is chain armor, which I'm going to have her start making as soon as I have things put together. Armor plating bench, storage for steel bars. I have arrow making bench, and of course the weapons smith. We have I've made 25 chain sheets, so I can make some chain armor. And I have a bit of a stash of crossbows bolts. Nagel is currently working on getting his crossbow smithing up, so I'm going to have him make some more bolts. And then I'm going to build a crossbow bench, which is under what? Crafting? I will make a crossbow bench somewhere in here. I'm not sure exactly where. I'm running out of room. This is the chain making, and I have a weapons cabinet. I don't know where to put the crossbow crafting bench. Kind of run out of wall space here. So not sure exactly where I'll put it, but I do need to build a crossbow bench. I might build it right here by the door. I don't know, how big is it? Oh, it's not that big, so I can probably just drop it right there, right? Yeah, something like that. So I'll put it close to the chain, to the door. Make some crossbow things. Storage-wise, I'll probably have to build a crossbow locker, which I might just put right there next to the weapons. And that'll be that. And then he'll be able to make crossbows for us. But not yet. I don't even want to start thinking about doing that until he's up to at least 50. Because I want to make at least standard grade rangers for my crossbow people. But that's that. Like I said, this is sort of this is what's going on here in the hub. You can see in here, I've built a training thing. I have thief training boxes 3, a couple of training dummies to get us up to 15 in melee. We can get up to 29 in assassination, and we can get up to 30 in lockpicking. So I can have people rotating through there. This is just the house that's here that doesn't really belong to me. What else is going on? Oh, we have added, we have our hemp farm here. I'm thinking about cutting back on some of the hemp here because I'm overwhelmed with it. And I've also started up rice weed here. And Benji, why are you not in? It's not letting me select Benji. There we go. Have Benji run into this house here. And then in here we've got rice weed. I think I've filled up all my rice weeds, and I've got green fruit over here. Up on top of these, I've put in, I haven't put any storage up here, but over here I put in storage things for hemp. So you can see I have tons of it. And I've got my rice weed pretty much filled up, so I'm going to have to build some more storage barrels. What else is there? Over here is where we store our, we're starting to get down on our 300 iron ore, because I've been, with all this building, I've been using up iron plates left and right, so these guys are currently trying to get more iron plates built up. Two houses that a couple of houses that I haven't messed with. This one here, I don't know what to do with that old storm house yet, or this one. I have Wecky run into here, maybe. And in this house here, I just put, there's a couple of wells in here, along with a well in each one of the L houses for storage. I am creating 550 power. I might put up a couple more windmills. This is my medical and sleeping quarters for us. This is a battery house. Food storage is over here. This is the bar. This is our general storage in here, where we have lots and lots of bandanas to go sell again. So I'll probably have to make a money run here very soon. And then this is our first house here, where we have a lot of wheat straw. We're trying to build up our bread, which we're not doing very well on. We have a little bit of rum processing going on. So we've got 25 in there. So we're trying to fill up the rum barrels. Upstairs, we have the electronic components and bench, and then we have a level 6 research bench. It turns out I don't think I need these regular books anymore. I have 4 engineering research and 1 AI core. To get what I want next, I need 3 more AI core and just as many ancient science books as I can find, which is all that's really left for me to do in the world. For all intents and purposes, the hub is self-sufficient and self-defending with all these people in here. As long as we're all here, this place can pretty much hang on to itself. I still do have my farmstead with several windmills and 5 wells. From a water standpoint, I had wells here that nobody was messing with. So what I did is I turned on auto haul for several people. So now we've got 84 there and 77 here. So we even have a fairly good water reserve besides the wells that we have. And yeah, that's just about it. But the only thing I don't think I have is an automatic flour grinding, so I need a bunch of books for that. I'd like to get that up and running. That's kind of like long-term thing. And in this, I need 4 AI cores to get to Edgewalkers. Industry-wise, I haven't really gone down this route because wherever I'm doing this kind of stuff, I'm not really. If I had my own base, I would probably be working more on this, but you need lots and lots of ancient science books. For farming, the only thing I don't have is the automatic flour grinding and the hashish, which I'm not really into becoming a drug runner, at least not in this playthrough. I have lots of this stuff that I can make, even more of, but I really don't need it. The battery capacity is about the only thing, and those take ancient science books again. Defense, again, I didn't bother working on any of the walls and stuff because I'm not able to build in the hub this kind of stuff. So I didn't see any reason to do the researching. And in crafting, the only thing I'm thinking of possibly doing is trying to work on the Hyver skeleton legs and arms so that then I can possibly move up. I don't know. I don't seem to be able to make any of the specialist kind of things. And then from here, I could get copper alloys with some engineering research and then outpost level buildings. So that's all I have really left in the research tree. I don't have a lot to do. Crafting wise, we're not doing a lot. I am going to try and make some blackened chainmail for my 4 big dudes. Rutka, Kang, Griffin, and Rain the Giant will all have chainmail under their samurai armor. The rest of us are going pretty much with leather turtlenecks and black plate armor, except for Esser. I do want to get Esser into a little better armor. Esser and Slink both need to get into higher grade ninja rags. And I haven't found the cube yet that lets me do that, so I might have to go back to either Black Scratch or what's the other place? The scrapyard. See if I can pick up more cubes that might let me do that. In by the Black Desert City, there is a unique named skeleton called Satnil. So I thought I might try to, with my remaining. That's not what I want. I want squads. So with my I did add one mod that lets me go up to 48 instead of stopping at 30, and that was so that I can go try to collect the unique people. I guess there's several unique characters I can get. One of them I'd like to get would be that Sad Neil. There's supposed to be a couple other skeletons that are unique, and then there's several like Greenlanders and Scorchlanders. And everybody tells me I have to go find Beep, but from what I understand, to find Beep, I have to go into the fog here. Which, looking at the map, the one thing I'm not really looking forward to. I did run out all the way to this Hyper Village. I had to kill one gorilla along the way, but there were no beak things out here anymore, so I don't know what happened to them all. I ran out there to get my pearl vase, but supposedly Beep, I guess, is in here someplace, in Mongrel. And I'm not really sure I want to go deal with Fogmen. I do want to try to get to that ruin, so I probably will do a video on me running to that ruin somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to get there because I have to go through the Holy Nation, or I have to go around like this way to this hive village and then skirt this. And I know that there's huge amounts of iron spiders out here that I'm not really interested in dealing with. So there are some ruins and things. There's a ruin right there in the middle of that, which again I think is a whole bunch of Holy Nation stuff, which I really am not up for. There is a village up here, which I think is probably has to do with the cannibals. There's a couple of buildings here that I don't know what they are, but they're there. So they're probably just like ruins or something. Places maybe to try to convince you to come into them. This ruin down here, I was told, is lots of blood spiders, I guess. So I was thinking I might do around the edges of the world kind of thing, where I run up here to this unknown tower. This ruin's over here. I can't remember what those things were. I wish when you got the ruins that it would label, because it says like, you know, it's in a ruined armory or a ruined lab, and I wish they would let me keep those names on those ruins because now I can't remember what they were. I've not been up to Bark. I have been to Heft and to Henge. Trader's Edge. I might try to go back there and see if I can get allied with the Traders Guild. I don't really want to go with them. This is supposed to be where all the beak things are down in here. So like gutters. I don't see any. I'm sure there's got to be some ruins in there. And then from Black Scratch, I did go to the Black Dog headquarters. I kind of messed it up, but it didn't seem to do anything for me, so it was kind of a waste of my time. There are. You get down here, there's a tower there and an outpost. Um, there's an outpost there, which means these are just ruins. Outposts tend to be just ruins of which have stuff in them, nothing really worthwhile. There is a tower there, which, you know, I'm not sure I'm strong enough to go get. There's crumbling labs there, so I'm hoping that there might be. Um, I don't know how I get there. It looks like I have to swim to get to crumbling labs, which could be a problem because that might be like acid water, and acid water is bad. There is Strange Town. I think that that's the Flats Lagoon and Morn, which I have not been down to these, so there's a couple more adventures to go to those. And then there's running to Shark and then trying to get across the swamp to Ruin. Here, again, just looking for ancient science books. There's a ruin in here, and again, I don't have the mod that tells me what these regions are, so I'm kind of having to learn as I go. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of a raining forest or something. I don't know if it's acid rain or what. So there are a few towns that I need to go see. Old Control Tower is inside Venge, so I really don't want to go there because lasers. And then there's a ruined outpost here, which is not worth anything. This was a Deadland workshop, which might have something in it, but it's guarded by critters. Same thing with this one, so I would need to have a team of skeletons fairly well put together so that I could get in there because of the acid rain. So therefore, the reason to go try and find Sad Neil, and then I'd have 3 skeletons that if I can get them trained up properly to being halfway decent and using cleaver type things, then they can go defend themselves while they try to ransack this and maybe run up here and check on this one. There's some more up here. I'm not sure if I'm in acid rain up here and stuff again. So then again, there's another ruin there. Ruins are what I'm going to. Outposts just seem to be places where you have lots of free stuff to pick up. You don't actually get the stuff that you need. And I haven't been to Stoat, but I don't really I'm not really interested in United Cities that much or the Holy Nation. It's kind of like just let them go fight themselves. Um, and then down here, there's an island lab there, which probably is going to be a tough nut to get to. There's a way station there, ruins right here, not far from Drifter's Last. So there are some ruins down along in here. There's several. There's one here. I know there were lots of beak things when I came through here the last time. So I'm kind of worried about trying to go through to these ruins for various nasties. But I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ruins there. So I'm hoping that some of those 6 ruins, if you count this one, and then a 7th ruin over here. So that looks like that might be something I have to try and go run and do. Other than that, there's a little ruins here that I'm going to try to go run over and see what that is. Because I can run from there from AdMag. I can try to run across the desert here and get to here. I did run down here to the Shek ruins, and I found these things when I came out of this high village. I ran this way. Visited here. There's nothing really here other than there's some shinobi thieves there. So there's just not a lot really left for me to do other than go raiding on ruins. Because I'm not trying to really make alliances and try to conquer the world or anything like that. So yeah, I think that's about the summary of where everything is and what we have in the future for the Dren608 clan. There's really not a lot left for me to do other than spend a lot of days getting everybody trained up to as good as they can be, making some money runs. I probably can get myself up to 1,000,000 credits in another 10 days or so. And I have, as far as food goes, I have a complete food storage, complete with 4 few cubes per stack. So it's, what is that? That's 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 24 times 9. What is that? 180, 216 food cubes in that one. And this one, I'm 8 short, so I have like 208 in this one. Well, there's a couple of food wraps in there, so maybe 204 plus a couple of meat wraps. So yeah, we definitely are not going to ever starve. Because I also have green fruit and rice weed. I mean, I have the ability to make lots and lots of food. So I don't have to worry about food. I just kind of grab whatever I need before I go out on an adventure, throw it in someone's backpack, close it, and then once we get away, open it back up so everybody can eat out of the food cube. Dog is an elder, running at 30 miles an hour. So he's actually fairly helpful in our combats when it comes up to it. And Bill, he's an adult. He'll be an adult for a while. He's slowly but surely getting better, but he's got a ways to go to catch up on like melee attack and melee defense and stuff, because he doesn't get in that many fights. Flashbox is also working on his stuff. He's fairly far behind everybody else. Ice is the ringleader of this team, so I'd called Ice. Plant's working on getting stronger. Flashbox is working on getting stronger, as is Bill. All my farmers. Bart's not half bad. He's 25 on crossbows. Fumin is a saver person. Good strength. Scratch is working on his crossbows. Benji's working on his crossbows. So is Terran. He's up to 27. And Then Khaled is another saber person. So I have like 2 sabers and 4 crossbowmen in this group. Miners Nagel is working on his crossbows because he's just what he's going to be doing. He makes them and he uses them. And Hotlongs is a katana, the only one that's really a katana user. And their basic thing is they make me steal iron plates a lot, and are kind of like the one of the anchors here in the hub. And then on our team, just to go through the stats real quick, this is my main character. Strength's up to 49, 29, 34, and so forth. You can see the stats there. I'm working on getting my crossbows up even more. Athletics is up to 91, so I run pretty fast. Logan is in the same boat, except that he has on the wooden sandals. I need to make another pair of wooden sandals for Dren608. Boy Scout is at 21 miles an hour. He's still working on getting his athletics up to maybe he can get up to 22. Rutka runs at 20. Rutka is using heavy weapons, using her plank. Kang is a saber person. He's at 37 on the saber. Really good strength. Griffin is working on getting his strength up. He's using a paladin's cross, which is a hacker. So he's, even though sabers, he used sabers for a long time, I'm trying to get his hacker ability up. And Rain the Giant uses heavy weapons. He's using a falling sun. And Esser doesn't, these are just, he doesn't really use weapons. He's trying to get up his martial arts and stuff. So that's what we're concentrating on Esser, to become a martial artist. So I have one. Just want to see how they work. I have a long way to go to get he's dodge needs to get up to like 50, and his martial arts needs to get up to like 50. Get those up there, and then he'll probably be not have to worry about getting hit that much. And that's that. This was just going to be a little summary. 27 minutes, so that's basically what's going on in the hub, the summary of my people, kind of future plans. Really like to hear from people if they'd like to see me continue this onwards, or if you agree with me that I've pretty much written the story I wanted to write. I've rebuilt the hub. I've populated it with a bunch of semi-competent to truly competent people to keep things going. I have used a couple mods to make that happen, like the indoor wells and the indoor industry, so I could build these things here so I could do stuff. You know. But other than that, I haven't really added a whole lot of mods. I did add one that supposedly that helped fix the bug house, because I kept on getting transit errors with that. And then the dark UI, of course, because my eyes just couldn't take that brightness from before. So, but I have like this little house here doesn't have anything going for it, and I think these 2 little houses are empty, and this one storm house is empty. I really don't know what to build in those places. Because it won't let me put. The only other thing I'd like to get would be a corpse furnace, but I don't seem to be able to build that. It doesn't come with the indoor industry mod for some reason. So that would have been something that I would have liked to build, but if you go to try and do that for the corpse furnace, it's like it won't let me. It doesn't let me build it indoors, so it won't let me. It doesn't let me place it anywhere. So it's not in the mod that does indoor buildings. So that was the only thing I would have liked to have had, just so that when hungry bandits and stuff come and attack us in the hub, that we could just get rid of the bodies. But now all I can do is just take them out, and I throw them out in the desert out there someplace and let the bone dogs have them. But yeah, that's it. That's sort of the summary here. This is where we are. The hub is thriving. I've got everybody fairly well armored and armed. I would like to get Slink up to the point where she can make edge weapons all the time, and I'll get everybody at least an edge 1 weapon. Certain people like Kang, see, he's got a model Mark II, so I probably should get him a better saber, because she can make Mark IIIs now, I think. Rutka has an edge type 1 plank. Griffin has an edge type 3 Paladin's Cross. And Rain the Giant has an edge type 2 Falling Sun, so they don't really need better weapons. Logan has Specialist Eagle's crossbow, and I think I have a Masterwork Ranger on Dren. So, and then they have, these are their secondary weapons in case we run out of bolts or whatever. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see me continue like running off to those ruins and things? If you're interested in seeing those kinds of videos, please leave me comments so that I know to keep on going. Otherwise, I think I'm going to call pretty much a hiatus here. I am doing Saturday morning stream still on Pathfinder Kingmaker, The Adventures of Fiona, a female monk. So that will continue. And then I'm going to look for possibly other things to try out. I do have several games that I got for my birthday on Steam, so I'm probably going to try and do those. And I think that we will call this one a close. We're not going to do a whole lot here. Just kind of wanted to show you where everything is and how everything sort of is functioning. I do need to pick up some more people. I wanted to pick up some of the unique people for their dialogues, I guess. But to do that, I have to travel a bit. So I will be doing that. The question is whether you guys want to see me travel across the land, or if you would rather just see me once I, not the in-transit stuff, but like when I get there, cut a video to show, like what's at the ruins and what I have to deal with or something like that. I'm not really sure what my audience out here would like for me to see, from me. So let me know. I do know that if I were to start this over again, that I would do things a little bit differently, because I now know how the training system works. And one of the things you would do right off the bat is just get your first character to literally just run around for like 3 days to get his athletics up so he can run away from everything. And then, go from there. There's different starts that you can try, which, could be entertaining, but I don't know that they're video worthy to do the starts. Like I said, I'm really not sure what people are looking for when they come looking for a Kenshi video. If you're looking for tricks and tips, I don't have any, because I'm still learning what the heck is going on in the world. I have learned the only trick and tip that I can give you is when you're at the beginning levels and whatever, save up the cats and bring along mercenaries to bodyguard you for a couple days while you're traveling. And then you can usually get from point A to point B without too much trauma on your character. The mercenaries help fight off the bad guys, and they also disperse the attacks, so that if you're fighting 12 guys and you've got 4 mercenaries and 4 of your own people, those 12 guys will not be 3 on your 4. They'll be 12 on 8, means they're only going to double up on a couple, and the mercenaries can tend to neutralize a few of them for you, and then you can help handle the rest. So use mercenaries a lot, and you can get a lot done earlier on. as far as traveling and dealing with certain things, but I know I had like 3 or 4 mercenary groups when I went and took out the Dust King's tower the first time, and that's the only reason why I was able to do it. So using mercenaries is the only tip I have. They're worth their money. Okay? If you're going to build a base out in the world, which I have not tried to do yet, that probably is what I would do the next time. My first foray into building a base is going to be to build the base. Where the hell is it? It's over here, right? Just to build a base out towards my. Where the hell was it? It's this way. Down here. By this. I can't show you. Down here by this little lagoon thing. If I was going to build my first base, I think I would build it down here, kind of where I set up my little farmstead. I would probably build a base out here somewhere. Like kind of wall it off here and wall off some of the passes so that you can keep the bandits out, make them come through one particular direction. Then have a gate up to the hub and a gate out to the world. But that might be something I tinker with this group just to see what it would look like to build a base like that. I really don't need it because I have everything going on in the hub, so why bother? You know, down here I'm creating all the food and resources that I need. The only thing I have to do is I run out to this iron resource and or there's a copper resource out here. So, you know, I need to replenish my copper and my iron ore from time to time, and I'll send like 3 people to do this one and a couple people to do this one and spend a day just mining these things up to replenish all my stocks. It takes a couple days to do the iron ore. I tend to send 3 to this one and 3 to the other side and just, you know, replenish all my stocks, and then if I need to build something quickly, I can because I have everything in stock and available to use. So, all right, that's enough of me babbling around here. Like I said, this isn't really an adventure. This is sort of this is what I did to the hub. I still have a couple small buildings to deal with, and this one big storm house, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I built one well house, and it seems to be with one well in each farm L house and 2 wells there seems to be more than enough water to keep everything functioning. I do make water runs when I go down to the cactus farm to get cactus for the cactus rum. I toyed with the idea of adding the mod that lets you do cactus hydroponic farming, but I thought that was just a little bit too much. Gives me a reason to actually go out and run down there and do things. I just wish there was a way that I could, you know, automatically have them go once they get done farming all that stuff to automatically grab all the stuff and bring it up here. But because they're outside of zones of each other, that's not the way it works. So, okay, so there you have it. That's the hub. The hub is Dren608 rebuilt it. I'll await your comments. Maybe I'll do a couple more videos of me running off to those various ruins and see if people still enjoy those. I've noticed that viewership has been kind of waning here because you're kind of seeing a point where it's getting kind of boring. And I don't have anything really exciting going on with these guys. There's no drama involved anywhere. So we will see what we will see, shall we? All right, yeah. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Really like to see you go subscribe, hit the notify bell, be notified to upload videos and schedule streams. Leave me comments on what you might like to see me do, either here in Kenshi or if you'd like to see me try another game. I do have a couple of new titles. Well, they're really old titles, but I mean, I got them for gifts so that I want to try those out, and I will probably do some videos on those in the coming weeks here to try and just see if anybody's interested in seeing those particular games. And I am going to try and get back to the origin of this channel, which was some of the war games using the Vassal module and things like that. So there'll be sort of a diverse thing here. There'll be some videos on computer role-playing games like Pathfinder. I do have an idea for a Wrath of the Righteous, which is the second in the Pathfinder series. Either there or in Pathfinder. I haven't quite figured out which one's going to work better. I think it's going to work better in Wrath of the Righteous. But I want to put together a team that's going to be called a place we call the Zoo. And I'm going to try to have, if not every character, as many characters as I can, have an animal companion, just to see what it's like to run around with like 4 or 5 animal companions in a 6-player team. I think that would just be hilarious. You know, you can have. I'm thinking of Pathfinder, of like taking Amiri and turning her into a ranger, and then giving her either a bear or a mammoth as her pet. I don't know if I can do anything with Val. Possibly changing Tristan into change him over to being a druid so he can have an animal companion. Have my main character be a ranger so I can have an animal companion. Then you're going to pick up. You pick up another ranger in that one later on, so then you could end up with 4 animals right there, which basically almost doubles the size of your party, and makes it much easier to take on large groups of nasty critters, which you tend to have to do in that game. So anyway, that's a long-term goal, to try and make some videos based on that kind of party grouping. But since you're all here for Kenshi, let me know what you'd like me to keep doing. You want me to keep going with this one? Do you want me to start over? Try something else? There's still quite a few things that I need to go explore as far as ruins, and there's a few towns that I haven't been to. So I definitely will try and go and do those in the next 70 game days. And it's just a matter of whether you guys want to see me do it, or if you just want to see where I end up. All right, let me know in the comments, and hit the like button. Helps the algorithm in YouTube, and also helps build my channel. Subscriptions always help. And I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe, and bye-bye.